my name is Stephanie, and as I said in my previous video, I am going to be doing some wedding videos, I guess. So my first one that I wanted to do was what you need to do right after you get engaged. So this is like the first steps that you have to take after you get engaged. First thing that you're going to want to do is get an email address. You want a wedding email address. So whether it be your future last name, .wedding@gmail or whatever, if you want it to be just your name, if you want it to be something wedding related, make it so that it's a separate email account that all of your wedding stuff is going to go to. This is going to be the email that you're going to give to all of your vendors so that you don't have to filter through all of your personal emails just to see the wedding emails, because you're going to be getting a lot of wedding emails once you start contacting people, and you're not going to want to be missing those emails. So if you have a separate email account, you won't miss anything. The next tip is to prioritize. Sit with your fiance and figure out what's the most important. Is it the place you're going to get married? Is it the reception venue? Is it the time of year? Is there like a specific date that you guys want to get married on? Is it the number of guests that you're going to have? You need to prioritize so that you're able to find your date, because the wedding date is, you need that to be able to book any other venues. So before you're able to set your date. So like for me, for example, it was really important that we got this specific venue for our wedding. We wanted to get married there and have our reception there. So for us, it was important to check with them first and figure out what dates they had available before we went and figured out how many guests we were going to be able to have, the time of year or anything like that. We had to have that set first. Once we got that set, then we were able to say, okay, this venue can hold 350 people. So now we can work on our guest list and see who we all want at our wedding that will fit under that 350, which seems like a lot, but sometimes people have really big families and big weddings. So those are the things that you have to figure out. Set your priorities, and then those things will kind of all come hand in hand once you get your date set. And then after that date is set, then you can also book everything else, like your DJ, your photographer, your catering, flowers, all of that other stuff. The next tip that I have is to do your research. It is so important to research, and this can get really overwhelming. Sometimes it feels like everything, like all the different vendors are the same, or it could feel like they are all completely different from each other. So you need to, with your email address that you made, email all the different vendors. Even if, like for me, I was not even considering any other vendors because I already had my heart, or I wasn't considering any other reception venues or like where we're getting married. I wasn't considering any other places. But I still went and I researched all of the other places because I wanted to know if the price range that the one that I had my heart set on was reasonable. Because as much as I wanted that so bad, I wasn't going to go with it if it was completely unreasonable and completely more than the other vendors that I could have. So that's really important to do your research. Even if you're not interested, do your research. Then you'll know, and it can kind of like help you to like back yourself up, like that you're making a good decision. Because a lot of times too, like that is someone's top priority is that it fits their budget. So make sure that you do your research. I don't care if you're not interested in other places, do your research. It will help. Doing your research also helps you to familiarize yourself with like the prices, like what people are offering. If you have your heart set on something specific, like say you really want to do catering through this one business, but you see that this other caterer does it for cheaper, or this other caterer offers to plate the meals for you if that's something that's important, or they provide the plates. Say they provide the plates, and the place that you really love doesn't. Like sometimes you can get like different deals with them. Like say like, well, this other person would offer me this. And I think that it really depends on like the area that you're in, like if there's big competition or if there's not competition, whether they're going to be willing to or not. I know that there was a place that I was looking at where they said that if we used them for all of their services that they offered, like they offered food, liquor license, flowers, I think cake as well, and they said that if we booked with them for all of those services, they will offer like additional discounts, so be aware of that. That will come up when you're doing your research as well. So just be aware of all that stuff because you don't want to miss out on any like deals, especially with weddings because they're so expensive. Even if you're not trying to spend a lot of money, they can get so spendy. So just do your research and be aware. Okay, those were my top 3 tips for right after you get engaged. I will have some more tips for when you get further down the line once you've already done all of these things. And that will be coming shortly. I am getting married in August of next year. It is currently November. So I'm still going through my wedding planning journey, so I plan to take you all with me. Hopefully we can help each other out. Hopefully I help you guys out. So yeah, I look forward to doing more videos for you guys. Let me know if there's anything specific that you want me to touch on or need some advice on. I would love to help you.